feel like there's so many neutral tones in this shot right now, and then there's just the blue picture. Ooh. Hi friends. Okay, I am so darn excited for today's video because hopefully this is going to be something that is really useful for you. As you might have guessed based off of the title of this video, today we are going to be going through my absolute favorite, tried and true, honest to God favorites when it comes to everything related to health. We're talking workout clothes, shoes, food, socks, because nobody ever talks about socks. All of these things that will hopefully be really helpful for you in just guiding you on whatever part of your journey that you're on, or if you're just looking for more suggestions for different products. I hope this helps. So without further ado, let's get the heck into it because I'm so excited and I'm also really hungry and I wanna make food. Okay, so let's start this video off by talking about something I am very, very passionate about. Coffee. Now, I'm not gonna tell you that coffee is one of the things I'm gonna be talking about today, but what I want to talk about is protein in your coffee. Now, I've talked about this a few times before, and I wanna say half of you are like, totally, heck yes, awesome idea, and the other half of you are like, what? You do what? But trust me, don't knock it till you try it. Let's start by making the actual coffee. It gets quite loud, but let's see if we can talk over it. So many of you asked me about my Nespresso machine. Honestly, it is my favorite thing in this whole apartment other than my two roommates, Reese and Keith. It's so worth the money. Mine was my sister's, so it's actually a hand-me-down, but also so worth the hand-me-down. I'm absolutely obsessed with it, and my favorite thing about Nespresso is that one, not only is it amazing, actually good coffee, they also compost all of their pods. So then you don't have to feel guilty about using single-use coffee. But today, my beautiful protein is the star of the show. This has been my absolute go-to brand ever since, to be quite honest, I just found it at Costco. I honestly was just kind of looking for a brand that was gluten and vegan-free. Vegan-free. And this one just kind of shouted at me and said, hey, Taylor, buy me. It's also chocolate flavored, which is just pretty darn delicious. It's not too grainy. It doesn't taste too chalky like protein always does. And honestly, I haven't had any complaints about it so far. And usually I'm pretty darn picky. Now here's the fun part. You basically just make your coffee, scoop the protein in, and it's the most delicious thing of your entire life. Give it a little stirring, and if you have an espresso, you can actually do a second pump, and it will give you a little bit more coffee to top off. For most of my life that I've actually been using protein, I've always just mixed it with water, maybe some milk, or just thrown it into a smoothie. But the concept of putting it in coffee is actually genius because it's essentially like putting in flavoring without all the extra sugar. And it tastes so darn good. Oh my golly. Okay, so when I'm thinking about my health, I'm not just thinking about what I'm eating or what I'm doing physically. Honestly, for me, my favorite way of having self-care or doing self-care or self-caring is with skincare. Personally, I use Curology when I'm doing my actual skincare routine. No, this is not sponsored. I actually just legitimately really like their products. So I really do highly recommend them. It's a 3-step system, which is really cool. You do the cleanser, which is not this, but it looks exactly like this. Then you do the treatment, and then you do the moisturizer. And I think it works really well. I'm pretty sure they have free trials on their website that you can do. Always wanted to try it, you might as well. This is what I use almost every single day. If I'm wearing makeup, it's a great way to take your makeup off. Or if you're not even wearing makeup at all, honestly, it's just a really good cleanser that just makes you feel like you just jumped into a pool, like a clean, fresh pool. But also, no, because the pools have chemicals. But this just makes you feel really good. If you're looking for one solid, like this is going to get you through your whole life kind of product, it's gonna be this one. This is my everyday, my go-to. Honestly, once or twice a day, I use this product. It's a vitamin C serum, and I think it is phenomenal. It's by Dr. Dennis Gross. It's definitely on the pricier side, but I think it's absolutely worth the money. I've had it for, I think, 7 or 8 months now. Like I can't even see the dent. I think the product's up there. So basically I'm gonna have this for a really long time. I think it's absolutely worth your money. And for me, preventative skincare is so darn important. And if this is something that I can invest in for my health, for my skin, I'm okay with doing that. Okay, we're sitting by my dresser because this is where I keep all of my workout clothes. Now, if we're being quite honest, I really need to do some laundry, but I figured I would try and show you at least some of my absolute favorite go-tos. If you really want, I will do a full workout clothing haul. Let me just tell you right now, it's gonna be mainly Gymshark. That's just always been my workout clothing obsession, and also for the longest time, I always thought it was way more affordable than buying so many pairs of leggings on Lululemon for $100 when I could buy, previously when Gymshark's prices were even lower, I could buy like 4 leggings for that price. So most of these clothes are from Gymshark, and if they're not, they're from Target That's kind of about it. Okay, when it comes to sports bras, this one is my absolute favorite. This is the Camo Seamless from Gymshark. I feel like it holds you in the best. I feel like it's just a really great material. The whole Camo Seamless collection is probably my absolute favorite. I also pulled both of these to show you as well, and I'm pretty sure I also own them in the purple because I love this line so much. But if you're just looking for a good sports bra that's just kind of comfortable and like is not gonna bother you too much, this one's a classic. And these leggings are absolutely the most flattering, the most comfortable. They come up to the absolute perfect height. They suck you in really well. They're just really, really comfortable too. Like I could do literally any activity in these. This is my favorite workout top from them. I like to work out in long sleeves preferably. I just think that my hair is too long that when I get really, really sweaty, it just starts to stick to my back. It's kind of disgusting if I really think about it. Now, if you are going to invest in Lululemon, I do recommend getting the Lululemon Aligns. Now, I feel like you've probably heard literally everybody say that, but they're the best for a reason. They're so buttery soft. They're so comfortable. I feel like they're good for every activity, even though they are soft, so like they're not the best technically for running or things like that, but I think they're comfortable literally doing whatever. And they're so simple that they're the perfect leggings that you can dress up if you want to be wearing your athleisure actually outside of the house, or you just want to pretend that you worked out when you really didn't, or you just want comfortable leggings. These are your go-tos. Yeah, all the rest of my leggings are dirty, so on to the next. I also want to make some food. I figured I would have this Daily Harvest flatbread. Now, Daily Harvest is one of my absolute favorite brands. If you didn't know, I do have a discount code that you can use with them, $25 off your first order with Woods25. But I've actually never had this flavor, this flatbread in general. I always have their smoothies, their soups, and they just came out with ice cream. Ice cream, ladies and gentlemen. Woods25, $25 off your first order. So basically it just looks like I can pop this into my toaster oven, which is so easy for me because I hate cooking. And that's my favorite thing about Daily Harvest. They're so darn easy to just make food on the ready, on the go. And for people like me that just aren't, well, skilled in the kitchen, for lack of any better term. These are all the ingredients that are in the flatbread and all the nutritional facts at the bottom. I just love Daily Harvest because it never makes me feel bad about eating things like flatbread. And also, I'm one of those weird people that really like sweet potato and kale, so I'm sure it's gonna be so good. Okay, to be honest, I don't really want to film this up close because it's kind of a gross toaster, but you know what? Don't judge me. It's gonna get the job done. Okay, baby. Let's look at you. Ooh, she's steamy. Oh my God. This looks like a disaster. Ah, I did it. Oh my gosh. Oh, baby. The perfect bite. Oh my gosh. This tastes like I'm eating a grain bowl. You know, one of those ones that you'd find at like a super healthy, trendy restaurant. This is exactly what it tastes like. I love this. Of course, my meal would not be complete without my water. Now, this is my next item on the list because I'm sure a lot of you know that I drink a gallon of water every single day. I'm pretty sure that's probably how most of you even found my channel to begin with, which thank you. Thank you for wanting to watch any more of my videos. But that video was honestly the weirdest thing for me because I never intended, obviously, for it to blow up by any means. And it's by far my most popular video I've ever had on my channel, which is crazy because I literally was just really interested in drinking more water. And here we are like 5 months later. And what can I say? I'm a hydromate. It's a joke because it's called Hydromate. Anyways, so yes, I do drink a gallon of water every single day. I haven't stopped since I published that video, which was, I think, at the end of February, which is wild because it was never something that I was gonna think to do every single day of my life, but now I can't go a day without drinking my water or I feel weird. I don't know if it works for everybody, but it's been foolproof for me. It keeps my skin clear. It keeps me from feeling bloated, which is something I've had a problem with my entire life. And all around, I just feel better whenever I'm drinking my water. So I do it every single day. I think it's amazing. This is my personal favorite way of drinking the water. This is a half-gallon water bottle that I purchased from Amazon. I wanna say it's like less than $15, something like that. I'll also be sure to link pretty much everything that I'm talking about today in the description box down below, just so you know where you can buy everything. I think the half-gallon is so easy because you fill this up twice. You really don't have to think about it whatsoever. Even if you have a 32-ounce water bottle, for me, I just get sidetracked. I forget if I've had 3 fills or 4 fills. Like, I just get confused. But if that works for you, like, save the environment. Don't buy another water bottle. If you can find one that's not plastic, that's probably better either way. But this one is BPA free, which was something that was really important to me. And also because I've been using it for 5 months, I do think it's gotten its usage. It's not single-use plastic, so that makes me a little bit happier. But either way, gallon of water a day keeps Taylor happy. Yeah. Okay, now we're sitting kind of at my coffee table / desk and trying to cover up the giant pile of clothes that's not folded behind me. Really quickly, I just wanted to show you my planner. Now, this is not exactly 100% health related, but for me, it's honestly the easiest way. I track my goals, I track my habits, I track my skincare, my self-care. Literally everything is in this amazing little book. I just got this planner like maybe a month or two ago, and honestly, it has been my saving grace. I don't know what I love about it so much. Like maybe it's just the aesthetic of every single page. Maybe it's the fact that it's just so beautifully laid out, but it was just exactly what I needed, and I could not find my perfect planner, and this is actually an affordable price. I wanna say it was like $30 or $40 when most good planners are $70 or more, which is just crazy to me. And this is exactly what I needed. And every single day has your top 3 priorities, a full to-do list if you actually like, you know, wanna get other things done, a self-care list, which is actually my favorite part of the whole planner because it reminds me that, hey, Taylor, what did you do for yourself today? Most of the time, it's something really small, like making myself coffee, but you know what? That's okay. That's exactly what I want. And if I want more coffee, that's my self-care for the day. Every single week, there's actually weekly reflections, which I think is the absolute coolest thing. Like you talk about your highlights or your lowlights or challenges, I guess is what they call them. And there's even a habit tracker, which I think is the best way that you can keep track of how many times did you work out that week? Did you drink a gallon of water every single day? Did you have your coffee that you wanted to treat yourself to? That kind of stuff is just really important to me. I couldn't recommend the planner enough. It's from the brand Lamar Ray. I think it's amazing. I love the way it feels. I love the way it looks. I'm not a pink girl, but pretty darn cute. Okay, now let's sit on the ground by my front door to talk about shoes. Having the proper workout shoes is actually so darn important, and I wish somebody would have told me this earlier. And I basically just wore my old dirty shoes into the ground until they were pretty much unusable. And I don't want you to do that. For all my runner friends, these are my go-to running shoes. Now, I don't recommend you actually just going out to the store and buying the exact same running shoes that I have. Running shoes are so important to be well fitted to your foot, and I have really ugly, fat feet. And I actually went to the store back home where they fit your foot perfectly to the type of shoe that you want. First and foremost, I quickly realized that running shoes are not meant to be the most stylish. You don't go to the running shoe store looking for the cutest running shoes out there. It's just not gonna happen. But you are gonna find the pair that is best suited for you. It's going to save you shin splints, it's going to save you pain, agony, it's going to be worth the price. But don't go off of brand, just go off of your own personal preference. When it comes to like my everyday, I'm out and about, I'm just trying to maybe go for a walk, or I'm just trying to enjoy my life, or I just want to be the coolest cat in the jungle, Ultra Boost, baby. First of all, look how worn down these are. These are my favorite shoes of all time. I think I've had them for 3 years now. 3 years! It's like walking on clouds. The best shoes ever. No, I don't personally recommend running in them, although I think they are technically running shoes. I think they're better for just normal everyday activities or maybe just light workouts. I think that's what they're perfect for. And they're also like kind of stylish. Like you can style them pretty well. Not these ones because they're a little beaten down, but most people can pull them off pretty well. Next we have the treadmill shoes. Now these are the shoes that are in the back of your closet that you've been thinking about throwing out for so darn long, but you just haven't gotten around to it. And the soles are literally scraped down. Yes, that is me. I like to wear these shoes whenever I'm just walking on the treadmill because it's really, really bad for your shoes to constantly be using them on the treadmill. And lastly, we have my training shoes. Now, these are kind of a little bit like an extra item. I don't think they're personally absolutely needed. Reese really seems to like them apparently. But essentially, if you're ever in the gym and you're doing any type of weight training, it's very, very important to have an absolute flat sole. It's going to help you engage all of your muscles a lot better. It's going to give you a lot better form, and you're probably going to see better results. I've had these for a while. I like them a lot just because they're super comfortable. These are Nike Zooms. Well, that's at least what it says. But they kind of just make me feel like a badass, if I'm being completely honest. If you're not interested in investing in a shoe like this, you can always just go with Converse. Now, these are not like the best Converse for the gym because they're kind of a little bit more stylish, but these are the ones that are sitting in front of me. But Converse are a really good option because they're an extremely flat-soled shoe. They're going to provide a really flat surface for you when you're doing any kind of weight training. But honestly, if you don't want to invest in Converse, you don't want to invest in training shoes like these, just take your shoes off. Like if you're ever unsure if your sole is flat or not, just take your shoes off. It's way easier, and obviously it's pretty damn cheap. Something that literally nobody talks about is what socks they're wearing. And I know that's sort of a weird thing, but if I'm not wearing the right socks, I honestly don't have a good workout. Like if my sock is falling down the whole time, I'm irritated, I'm so annoyed. All I'm thinking about is my darn sock. I'm not focusing on my workout whatsoever. So having good socks is really darn important. Pretty much the only socks that I wear now are Bombas. Now Bombas are amazing. And these are quite literally only a handful of the socks that I own by them. Punny, yeah. I have so many of their socks. I have so many Bombas socks. Because seriously, they're amazing and they're so comfortable and they form to your foot and they're really recommended for honestly any type of workout or honestly just leisure in general. Once I found Bombas, I literally never looked back because they're just really, really good socks and they're also a really good company. Every pair of socks purchased equals one pair of socks donated. And socks are actually the most requested item at any homeless shelter. So I don't know, I just think it's amazing that I can be buying socks for myself, but also be contributing to a cause much greater than myself. Friends, if you're in the gym and you are not activating your gluteus maximus and minius, or whatever the other one's called, I am here to tell you that you need to do this now. These are my go-to resistance bands, and I've had these for quite some time now, but they are my holy grail of warm-ups. They are my absolute best friend when it comes to the gym. Essentially, this is just a good way of activating your butt muscles whenever you're gonna be doing a workout, because honestly, if you don't activate your muscles, a lot of times they're still sleeping. Because we live such sedentary lifestyles, it's really, really hard to be able to get your body to wake up if you don't take the time to activate it. It's like any other muscle group. You gotta warm it up before you get going. So, want a nice little peach? You get some resistance bands. Now, these are actually from Grace Beverly before she created her own resistance band company. These actually say Grace Fit UK on them, which is kind of like a dead brand. So these are like vintage in a weird way, but she does sell like the exact same band with just her new branding on them. It's called BND, which is basically just band. And she was one of the first people that I ever saw create bands like this. Now everybody sells them. Most of the time at normal gyms, they just have those like snappy ones. What kind of material are they? They're absolutely terrible. They hurt your legs. If you're not wearing full length leggings, they absolutely rip all of your leg hair off. I hate them so much. So when I found these fabric ones, I was in love. I was absolutely in love. It's hard to move. It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. But trust me on this, you need fabric resistance bands in your life. It is going to change the bum workout game for you. All right, my friends, I think that is enough suggestions for today's video. If you have any other products that you would love to recommend, please let me know in the comments down below. We can just make it like a fun little health product review party down in the comments. It'll be so much fun. Everybody's invited. Get down there right now. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out so much, and I appreciate every single one of you. I love you all so much. I will see you in the next one.